Hi guys and welcome to another FIFA 23 SBC review. EA have released a 85 rated Dodo from Fiorentina who I guess looks okay. I mean, I don't really know that many people that run Serie A teams or even people that run hybrid teams with that many Serie A players in. So, interestingly, two segments to this SBC. I think the fact that he's Brazilian has probably maybe upped his price a little bit more. And I don't think the Serie A tends to be blessed with that many quality right backs. There are obviously Theo Hernandez as a left back, but I don't think you can play him on the right hand side. Cuadrado, of course, is a right back, but I don't think he's got the best defensive stats from mind. So we'll see what this card is like now in terms of his stats and then what he requires. So three-star, he's going to have a high attacking work rate. I would want to be putting the instruction onto him to stay back while attacking. I don't like fullback. I do like fullbacks that can be good on the attack. I've got Cancelo and Mendy, Ferland Mendy, who are good attacking fullbacks, but if their work rate is high-medium, so they naturally just go up the pitch a lot more, I'm not a fan with that. I'd rather manually move them up the pitch, but instead, when I'm not using them, they automatically stay back. So that's what I'd look to do with this card if I was to ever use him. You can't play him in any other position apart from either right back or right wing back. And in terms of his pace, it's good. Shooting doesn't really matter too much. His passing in the areas that really matter for a fullback, I guess, are good. I mean, his short passing is nice. Crossing isn't too bad. Vision for a fullback isn't the worst. His free kicks doesn't really matter because the chances are you'll already have someone with far superior free kick accuracy in your team. Long passing, I would want to be a bit higher. I suppose it's not the end of the world for the current stage of the game, but through balls of him down the right hand side should be pretty good. And then his dribbling just kills the cards because his reactions and composure are dreadful. Certainly 70 reactions for a player at this stage of the game is not what you want. This SBC to be worth it needs to be an 82 and an 83 rated squad at the very maximum. Defensive stats, heading is bad. The rest of his defending stats aren't too bad, I suppose. Slide tackling, you wouldn't want it any lower than that. Physicality-wise, isn't too bad either. Not too much going on in the player traits. I just don't think he's worth it. I just see that composure. The composure I don't think matters quite as much for a defender as it does for an attacker, but the reactions, no matter where you play it on the pitch, they need to be good. And his aren't. What was it? 70 reactions? Yeah, dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. And it's just not worth doing. The first segment's an 83 rated. And you also need an 85 rated in that team, as well as a team of the week. And then an 84 rated with 286s. I just don't see how that is good value for money. First of all, I don't think he's very exciting. Just a bit of a boring player in general, in my personal opinion. I just don't see many people doing that SBC. I really don't. I mean, if we have a look at fullbacks in general from Serie A, I'm curious to see where you can actually play on the left back position. Is there anyone you can switch? Can you switch Theo Hernandez to the other side? I don't know, you'd want to, because he is a left-footed player naturally, so it always makes sense to use him as a left back, and you can only use him in that position. And then after that, defenses in general, Serie A, they're not great. After Koulibaly moving to the Premier League as well, Mario Ruiz got an inform, but you can only use him in that position. What are the centre-backs? I'm just trying to remember what's... Okay, you got Luciao, who to be fair is good, and Cordoba's good, but they're very expensive. Tomori, again, very expensive. Bremer's pretty decent. So actually, in terms of centre-backs, there are decent options, but if you want to get a really good high-end Serie A defense, you're going to have to pay a lot of money. You do have this Junior Desta had a ones to watch objective card, I believe, at the start of the game, and you have Cuadrado as well, and I'd genuinely rather use Cuadrado because defending isn't the be-all and end-all for fullbacks. Obviously, you want their defending to be at least half decent, but his defending there at 85 is almost too much for a right back. I'd much rather have his his stand tackling down at maybe like 82, but then jump up his reactions by about 7. Because 82 stand tackle and like 83 interceptions would still be more than good enough for a fullback for a long period within this game cycle. The 70 reactions already at this stage of the game is dreadful. And Cuadrado's got 12 better reactions. And that's going to make a massive difference. Despite his despite his much worse defending stats, his defending stats even for a fullback right now aren't even the worst. People might say that I'm going in too hard on this Dodo card and that he's not very... But I don't rate him, and I certainly do not think what he requires he is worth. That we've had so many better value for money SBCs than this card. I'd expect Let's say he was in the Premier League. You know, obviously EA for Premier League players tend to make their SBCs, for some reason, Premier League players tend to be more expensive than if they were playing in any other league. But they've really overpriced this Dodo card. It's not like you can get upgrades. It's not like, you know, I know that Fiorentina are in the Europa Conference League. It's not like, you know, he could go and get upgrades. He could go to an 86, an 87 if Fiorentina were to qualify and get 2 wins. I could then maybe understand this SBC a little bit more because his reactions and composure would go up so long as Fiorentina were to get the wins and go through. But this isn't Road to the Knockout. This is a Rulebreakers card that's going to remain as it is. He will not get any upgrades. Already at this stage of the game, I think he is not really that good. And, you know, as more better attacking players, can you imagine, you know, Haaland's going to 90 rated on Wednesday? Haaland would just find it so easy against this card. Like, I know his physicality isn't too bad on Dodo, but as more better attacking players, you know, strikers and wings become available, he is just going to get worse and worse and worse. I think that's one of the worst SBCs you've had so far in this game. No disrespect to the guy, you know, in real life or anything like that. I'm sure he's a good player, but for the SBC, I don't think he's that good at all. But anyway, guys, I'll finish up this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all later.